Have you ever wondered why you're here? Why your life has unfolded the way it has? Every joy, every pain, every delay, every door that closed, every moment that felt like a dead end. Today, I want you to pause whatever you're doing and listen, because this is not just another message, it's a divine interruption. This is God's urgent message to you, and it's not a coincidence that you're hearing this now. There is a reason your heart feels a deep pull for something greater, something more meaningful. That hunger in your soul is not an accident. It is a divine signal. And today, God is calling you, not just to exist, but to live on purpose. Not someone else's purpose. Your unique divine purpose. The one He specifically crafted for you before the foundations of the world were even laid. You see, long before you were born, God had a plan. Not a general plan, not a vague mission, but a specific, intentional design crafted with your name on it. He didn't mass-produce you. You are not a copy. You are not a backup plan. You are not too late. You are not unqualified. You are not forgotten. You are chosen. Chosen for something only you can do. There's a calling inside you that hell has tried to silence. The enemy has tried to bury it under fear, shame, confusion, distraction, and delay. But God is shaking things today. This is a holy moment, a divine awakening. Right now, heaven is reaching into your life to remind you of what you carry. Maybe life has made you question your worth. Maybe people have spoken against your potential. Maybe you've started to believe you're just meant to survive and not thrive. But hear this, God never designed you to blend in. He created you to stand out, for His glory. That dream that won't die. That burden that keeps showing up in your heart. That sense that there's more. That is not your imagination. That is divine DNA calling out to your spirit. There is a gift inside you that the world needs. There's a solution you were born to bring. There's a light in you that darkness fears. You don't have to wait for everything to be perfect. You don't have to have it all figured out. All God is looking for is your yes. When Moses doubted his voice, God still called him. When David was overlooked by men, God still anointed him. When Esther feared the risk, God positioned her for destiny. And now, it's your turn. Today is not just another day. It's the day God reminds you that you are not ordinary. You are not random. You are on divine assignment. But purpose doesn't begin when you feel ready. It begins when you respond. When you trust that if God called you, He will equip you. When you stop comparing your journey to others and start trusting the author of your own. You may not see the full picture now, but obedience unlocks clarity. One step at a time, one yes at a time, one moment of courage at a time, God begins to unfold the blueprint of your life. So today, this is your divine confirmation. It's time to stop doubting your worth. It's time to stop running from your calling. God is saying to you, you are mine. I have called you by name. You are set apart for a purpose no one else can fulfill. Will you answer? Let this sink in. You were born with heaven's fingerprints on your life. Before you were formed in your mother's womb, God already wrote your story. Not a story of confusion, not of fear, not of wandering endlessly. He wrote a story of purpose, of breakthroughs, of divine appointments, of victories through battles, of impact that echoes beyond your time on earth. You were not created to simply exist. You were created to shift atmospheres, to bring light into dark places, to love in ways this world has forgotten, to stand firm when others fall, to rise when life tries to bury you. But purpose isn't always loud. Sometimes it's hidden in the ordinary, in the quiet yes to God when no one sees, in the decision to forgive even when it hurts, in the faith to keep praying when nothing changes, in the courage to take the first step even when you feel unqualified. That's where divine purpose is often born, not on the mountaintop but in the valley. Not in applause, but in obedience. Not when everything makes sense, but when you dare to trust that God sees what others overlook. You see, the enemy isn't afraid of your past. He's terrified of your future. He fights your identity because he fears your impact. He throws distractions, doubts, and delays to keep you from discovering what God has hidden within you. But today, that cycle ends. Today, heaven breaks the silence. God is calling you out of hiding, out of fear, out of complacency, out of the trap of comparison. You were never meant to mimic someone else's path. What God has placed in you is sacred, rare, and needed now. You're not waiting on a sign. This is your sign. This is your confirmation. This is God's voice through this very message saying, "My child, I've been waiting on you. I've placed something eternal in you. It's time to rise. It's time to build. It's time to go. I will go with you. I will strengthen you. I will open doors that no man can shut." This isn't hype. This is holy. This isn't motivational fluff. This is your divine assignment being activated. It's okay to be afraid, but don't let fear make your decisions. It's okay to feel small, but don't let that keep you from walking in big purpose. Gideon felt weak. Joseph was rejected. Ruth was overlooked. Paul had a past. But God used them all, because He doesn't call the qualified, He qualifies the called. And now, He's calling you. Not for someday, not for when you're more perfect, more spiritual, more confident. But now. So what do you do from here? You don't need to have all the answers. Just begin. Get quiet before God. Ask Him, "What do you want me to do with my life?" And then be willing to listen. It may not come in a shout, it might come in a whisper, a nudge, a door, a divine idea, a burden that won't leave your heart. Follow that leading, because where God guides, He provides. Where He calls, He empowers. Let today mark a turning point. Let this be the moment you stopped running and started walking boldly toward what God destined for you. You have something this world desperately needs. And the world is waiting for you to say yes. You can go back to life as usual, scrolling, doubting, second-guessing, or you can recognize that this moment is sacred. God is speaking to your heart right now. This is your confirmation. You were never meant to just exist. You were created with a divine purpose, and no matter how far you've drifted, His plan for you still stands. You are not too late. You are not forgotten. The time to rise is now. Pray like never before. Open your heart. Surrender your fear. Say yes to God and step into what you were born for. You don't have to be perfect, just willing. Your life has meaning. Your voice matters. Your calling is real. Don't let fear silence it. Don't let doubt delay it. God is ready to move when you are. Comment, "I say yes," if you're ready to answer His call. Share this message with someone who needs it. Let today be the moment you stop just surviving and start living the purpose God designed just for you.